Good morning, rock stars, and welcome to our celebration of Garment Sewing Academy graduates. My name is Holly Ann Knight of String and Story, and it is my job to guide you to quilt and sew with confidence. And I am so excited to be here with y'all today. Today, we're taking a really special look at the folks who have gone through Garment Sewing Academy and graduated. This is one of our newest courses, and it has had our smallest cohorts to date. So we have just a few folks to share with you. But I really want to drive home the importance of celebrating every single rock star who takes a class and who leaves feeling more confident with a new set of skills and has amazing, fabulous clothes to show for it. All right. So thank you so much for being here today. If you are here with me live or catching the replay, do say hi down in the chat. I would love to say good morning to you. And without further ado, let's jump into this celebration. As I mentioned, this is our Garment Sewing Academy celebration for our past two cohorts that have graduated, reviewing the amazing work that they have made. Our educator, Hillary, leads up the teaching for Garment Sewing Academy. She is our resident garment sewing expert. And so you see her here on the stage. Good morning, Jessie. Good to see you. Now, let me just remind you the qualities of a garment sewing rock star. I think these are the qualities that make all members of our String and Story communities just a cut above. It helps set them apart. And I love driving these qualities home every time we have a chat like this. Our rock stars have a willingness to do the work to make progress on their sewing skills. Y'all are showing up in your sewing rooms, you're trying new things, you're taking risks, right? It may not work the first time, but you're realizing that practice makes progress. You have a dedication to give yourself grace when the practice is messy, right? Sometimes it doesn't work out the way we thought, right? When I was making my first pair of Pietro shorts, I got those pockets on backwards and it was funky and I had to do some seam ripping. But then I had a better understanding of how things fit together. And I know that this has been the story for many of y'all as well. You have joy in celebrating accomplishments and finished projects. That's what I think is so special about this retrospective today. It's just taking a moment to look at these beautiful garments that have been made. Y'all have a commitment to encourage each other on your journeys. Nothing is the same if you're doing it in isolation. Doing things with friends and doing things in community is always a good idea, always leads to better vibes, and y'all are absolute masters of that. And y'all delight in the camaraderie and community of each other. So let's take a peek at all of our Garment Sewing Academy grads so far. First up, we have Christine. Christine did a beautiful job on her shorts and CeeLo top, and she shared, I sewed along with the videos and they were incredibly helpful. I also like the quality of the fabric and the color choices, and the patterns were great. I love this note from Christine because something that's important to us is to choose garments for these first lessons that are going to be forgiving, right? That if you don't get them perfectly mastered, everything is still going to work out, right? And you can look and feel like a rock star just like Christine here. I love it. Next up, we have Jessie, who is here in the chat celebrating some of her early garments. She said, I absolutely love the videos. I can pause and rewind to make sure I've got it right. I'm sure I'll refer back to them again and again. And I can co-sign that Jessie has indeed done that because she's gone on to make lots more garments than what you've seen here. Then we have Shelly Allen with her CeeLo and Pietro. I believe that's her Pietro. Yes, right there. The class was great. I learned so much. Hillary did a wonderful job taking us through the steps and the patterns, as well as explaining why the steps are important and what to look for and expect in future patterns. The range of techniques was robust, but also approachable. The explanation for how to size the knits was really, really excellent. Shelly, I love all the points that you made here. And I think that's a really important thing to highlight is that you may be able to get a pattern and kind of piece together how it works, right? I love the way that Hillary teaches that she does give those robust explanations of why do we do it this way? What does the difference make? You know, I learned a lot about understitching and top stitching from Hillary as I began to work my way through the class. And I feel like that has really elevated my garments straight out of the gate and made them just look that much more professional. Teresa says, I really enjoyed learning the different techniques and all of the little steps that Hillary gave throughout the class. And Teresa, you look fabulous. I love your outfit. Well done, Rockstar. Pam says, I enjoyed the step-by-step videos. And I love that with Pam, we can see her CeeLo, her Pietro, and her NYX top. What's really cool about Garment Sewing Academy is that you work with 3 different types of woven, right? You work with kind of a typical woven for that CeeLo top. So that's going to be something that is closest to a quilting cotton. Then you work with a twill, which has a little bit of a diagonal grain to it for the shorts. And then finally a rayon. So still warp and weft woven, but with those rayon fibers gives a totally different drape. And Pam, you just absolutely nailed it. Way to go, rock star. Rachel K says, I love being able to follow along with Hillary in the videos and love the Q&A sessions. The selection of patterns was great, and I loved learning new skills in each one. Hillary is very body positive, and the course is very size inclusive. That is top priority for us, right? You can't feel like a rock star if the clothes don't fit your body well. So making sure that we pick patterns that we're going to fit a lot of different people, a lot of different bodies. And Rachel, your outfits look absolutely fabulous. Congrats, rock star. And finally, we have Rebecca. Rebecca says, I loved the explanations and especially the repetition of things that we may have learned previously, but should remember for the next model. I finally understand the concepts of stay stitching and understitching and why they were important. Hillary did a great job of explaining what makes a pattern a good pattern. So now I know what to look for when choosing a pattern. I also thought that the Q&A sessions were very important and was very glad that they were available. Rebecca, I agree on all counts. Congrats, Rockstar. You look fabulous. I love that hot pink on you. Every time I see this photo, I'm like, yes, that hot pink. I love it. And Rockstars, I'm going to pull the slides down for just a second. I wore all of my me maids this weekend. So this is actually a Darcy maid that I have on at the moment. But I have had the opportunity since the last time we had a graduation to finally go through and make 2 of the garments myself. And I love being able to give that firsthand account. I've shared this with a lot of y'all that I have been very nervous about garment sewing, right? I come from a painting background, and I remember as a painter when I tried pottery for the first time, it did not go well. That translation from 2D to 3D for me was not easy for my brain. I did not feel like I made a lot of progress on those skills. Maybe I'll revisit this at some point in the future. Fear not. But that was a past experience that I had, and I realized that I brought that experience to garment sewing. And so I've been really, really nervous to move from quilts into clothes. And just like these rock stars have already explained, I have just absolutely loved learning from Hillary. I feel so much more confident already. I've got a rather long list of things that I want to make now because part of what's amazing about Hillary's teaching inside of Garment Sewing Academy is that she does give you that understanding of why and that sense of if I just go step by step by step, I can figure this out even if it's all new to me, right? So, congratulations, rock stars. I'm excited to be able to be here and celebrate y'all and your amazing work once again. Now, if you are here and you're like, this looks super cool, I've been wanting to learn how to sew clothes. What is this Garment Sewing Academy of which you speak? I would love to take a minute and share with you about it. So, Garment Sewing Academy is all about helping you feel confident sewing your own clothes with a beginner friendly capsule wardrobe. I don't know about y'all. I love a good capsule wardrobe of having all my things kind of mix and match together, but still have different textures, different feels. And we talked a little bit about that with the different fabrics we work with inside this class. Garment Sewing Academy is for you if you want to try sewing your own clothes, but are really nervous about getting started and about creating clothes that actually fit, right? My experience coming into this class was also that I did try garment sewing once before. And while I was able to sew the garment, I didn't fully understand the importance of accurate measurement and of how to read the measurements on the back of my pattern envelope. So when I finished, my shirt didn't fit the way that I wanted it to, right? Hillary addresses all of that inside of Garment Sewing Academy and did an absolutely masterful job. So Garment Sewing Academy includes lifetime access to 4 units of video lessons going through the 3 different patterns, as well as a really important foundational unit of all the terminology and all the things you need to know in order to successfully sew garments. We go through garment sewing basics, answering your most pressing questions about supplies, the pattern envelope, fabric, and other things that are that hump to get started, right? That was a huge roadblock for me of like, I don't know what these words mean, therefore I'm out, right? Hillary tackles all of that. We have step-by-step guides to sew a woven top, woven bottoms, and a drapey woven top. So 3 different woven fabrics. A course workbook that reviews and dives even deeper into some of those foundational skills and includes extra tips, a private Rockstar community, and of course, live Q&As and lifetime access to all of the above. So if you have been looking for a solution to learning to sew your own garments, Garment Sewing Academy is here and it is here for you, which I realized I need to grab my link. Hold please. As you can see over there, we have Full tuition on this is $227, and we do have a two-pay option of $115, and I'm dropping that link in the chat for y'all. So Garment Sewing Academy, inside this, Hillary is going to take you through a deep dive into the foundations that I've kind of hinted at as we've been chatting today and as we've been looking at these amazing tops by these amazing rock stars, so that you can very confidently and very successfully sew the three garments that I've mentioned. And what I love about this capsule wardrobe is the versatility to it. So I put these two pictures up. This is Jessie. I mentioned that she has sewn more than just the garments originally on her graduation slide. And this is actually another CeeLo top, but she did it in rayon. And then I'm wearing the CeeLo top in a gingham cotton. And I love how even the same exact pattern, right? We have on the same shorts and the same fabric, the same shirt, but in two different fabrics, that you can get two totally different looks with these foundational skill sets. The community exists inside our platform called Kajabi. So under the Kajabi library, we have our lessons breaking this down for y'all. And then the community is where you get to share your work with each other. You get to ask questions. You can connect with Hillary, connect with me. I'm going to be in there now that I've mastered my first two garments. I'm excited to be able to help y'all with the CeeLo and the Pietra and to spend time myself learning about the knits, so that you never feel stuck, right? That's one of my big things with all of our string and story education, is making sure that we provide that live support for y'all so that you never feel stuck as you're going along. Because part of learning is having questions as you go and needing help along the way. And we want to be able to create that amazing experience for y'all. And lifetime access, of course, I know that y'all are busy. There's a lot of life. Now, great news, if you're coming at this like I was from a quilting background, garments do not take nearly the time that quilting does. So I don't think you'll run into quite as many time constraints. Nonetheless, we want to make sure that time is not a roadblock to you pursuing your dream and your desire to confidently sew your own capsule wardrobe. So you have lifetime access to these videos. You can revisit them again and again. You can move through at the pace that is perfect for you. So rock stars, if that sounds fun, if you want to be able to make clothes like the amazing rock stars I have shared with y'all today, do head over and join Garment Sewing Academy. Enrollment is open for just 6 more days, so through Monday, October 9th, with our full tuition payment of $227 or 2 payments of $115. Rockstars, thanks so much for tuning in today for this quick little celebration of our rock stars who have graduated so far from Garment Sewing Academy. And I hope that at a future celebration, I am shouting out you and your amazing work and your new capsule wardrobe and confident garment sewing skills. Have a fabulous rest of your day. Bye for now.